Good afternoon, this is Bob Trade Genius, 17th of January, and we are in a shortened OPEX week. And statistically, OPEX weeks are bullish. January short OPEX weeks are bearish, and it started off that way. Now, having said that, the market to me is still in what I would call a neutral state, at least the way in which I look at it and trade it. So, I was short with some ES, and I had put spreads on, and the put spread price and stop hasn't been violated yet. Got close today, almost, but we're staying with it for the time being. Price is still above VWAP, and my reversal dots are still saying, being short has to prove itself for a bigger move. But these moves are big enough to make money in from somebody who's day trading though. But now, looking at, going forward, I don't know if a turnaround Tuesday/Wednesday is going to be in order today. There's a lot of calls that got to be, eviscerated, and also going into next week, the VIX needs to start getting hammered a little bit too. And taking a quick look at that, is that they pushed it down again, and it climbed back up. It's sitting at the R2 here, and I'm still looking for the VIX to pop, but it's also sitting kind of in a neutral state too. But I think going into next week, I think this thing power drives higher because they have to go start covering for the February contract. There's a lot of calls that have been built in already, and I think people are expecting some fireworks for February, and obviously Trump will be president then. And speaking of which, he's going to become a girl's best friend here. He tweeted out or discussed the dollar being too high, and then boom, there went gold. And now gold's sitting up here. It's kind of in a probably at some sort of resistance area, but I don't know if you'd kind of be crazy to short it, although I've been seeing around the blogosphere people are already starting to plan on shorting it. Now, I'm not saying that they're wrong. I think this is really stretched above VWAP right now, so I could easily see a 3% move down or 2.5% move down as it catches up to the VWAP and get stronger support for another move higher. It's definitely overbought. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it right now, and that'll be a good place for us to enter for a trade. And then GDX, it jumped over 23. Now it's in a new high territory here for this move, and they pretty much capped it from the open. It's also getting overbought. It's still above VWAP, but I think the miners are in position now where anything can happen. People saying they're going to sell this thing off. I'm not too sure anymore. The yen got hammered in a different way today. It's the carry trade got blown up, and so there's very few things that are left for these guys to use as fuel. And with Trump in there, he has his own agenda. He's not going to let the Fed or Congress or the media or the bureaucrats define policy and communicate policy. He's going to do it. And so I think it's going to be really interesting to watch, because I think he has a plan, he has an agenda, and he's not going to let any of these people in what he calls the swamp to dissuade him. So I think it's going to make some really interesting moves here until we can kind of see what his plan is laid out, in more specifics. And other things that we're short is, if you look at XBI, is that, like I said, we bought BIS on Friday. That's paying us. I think it's on the cusp here. We get down to VWAP. I think it breaks below VWAP, and then now just there's these stops that are way back here that they've been trying to get them to close. I think we start coming back down, and VWAP, and then work our way through the percentage of the way, and then see if we take a shot at the gaps again. But biotech is absolutely going to be in Trump's crosshairs. There's no doubt about it. And so are up almost 5% on the trade since we put it on, and so pretty excited about that. And as we moved our stops up, I bought back into UNG today too. It's setting back up again. The weather that was going to be very warm, we're starting to get inklings that it's going to be cold again, and so I think it's a pretty safe trade. If it just sits there for a while, I'll sell calls against it, but we're going to get a move. We're definitely going to get a move before winter's out. That'll pay us. It'll get us back over $9 in my view. They're going to fill this gap, and that's what I'm working on right now. And then let's see what else do I want to show you. We bought TWM back, and that's paying us. And so I think small caps are gonna run into some roadblocks here. So anyway, that's kind of where we're sitting on things, and I think we'll end the week lower than actually we are right now here, and then we'll see what the next week holds. It could be even more bearish because of what's going on with the VIX. Oh, and I want to show you one thing. This is what's helping us today. You know, I've been saying that FXY is going to touch 85, what blew through it today, and now my next target on FXY is now going to be, alright, it has to get through BWAP here at 87, but once it gets through that, this whole move is going to get taken out. So I don't know how long or how fast, but this whole thing is done. And so I think we're going to get back over 90 again. And I think there's all kinds of good things for gold and the miners and silver and things like that. Anyway, Bob from Trade Genius. I'll catch you guys all later. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.